Good evening. Welcome to Bizworld. Malaysia's trade expanded by 1.9% year-on-year to 207.5 billion ringgit in January. Exports rose 1.6% to 112.84 billion ringgit, while imports was 2.3% higher at 94.67 billion ringgit. According to International Trade and Industry Ministry, MITI, trade surplus amounted to 18.6 billion ringgit, albeit a decrease of 2.1%. This marks the 33rd consecutive month of trade surplus since May 2020. The export expansion was bolstered by strong exports of petroleum products, liquefied natural gas (LNG), as well as electrical and electronic E&E products. ASEAN contributed 26.6% to Malaysia's total trade, with exports growing by 10.7% to 34.1 billion ringgit. Meanwhile, trade with China made up 17.8% of Malaysia's total trade at over 37 billion ringgit. Trade with the United States accounted for 9% to almost 19 billion ringgit. The government is expected to retable the 2023 budget with a deficit to gross domestic product (GDP) ratio of 5%, down from the 5.5% when the national budget was originally presented last October. Maybank IBG noted that the 163.7 billion ringgit mini 2023 budget, approved by Parliament's post-15th general election special session, had led to disbursement of goodies under the original 2023 budget. This included civil service salary hike, one-off special payments to civil service and government pensioners, as well as cash handouts. It also expects other key people-friendly measures of 2023 budget version 1.0 to remain in the retabled version, such as 2% cut in personal income tax rate for middle-income taxpayers. Meanwhile, fuel subsidy is expected to stay for one more year amid public and business outcries over costs of living, given the sticky inflation, especially food inflation. Pertama Digital Berhad hopes the government will provide incentives for the development of small and medium enterprises (SMEs), particularly those in the technology sector, in the upcoming revised Budget 2023. This includes providing financial assistance, promoting the development of technology incubators and accelerators, and also facilitating access to funding and resources. The company also proposed that the government invests in the development of digital infrastructure, particularly in rural areas, including expanding access to high-speed internet, promoting the development of e-commerce platforms, and investing in digital payment systems. It also hopes the government would invest in social safety nets to protect vulnerable Malaysians from economic shocks. The Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Change Corporation, MGTC, signed a memorandum of collaboration with Bursa Malaysia to enhance the voluntary carbon market (VCM) ecosystem in Malaysia. The focus areas include the development of a national VCM handbook that serves as a resource for professionals and stakeholders in the industry.
This is a platform that the whole industry players are looking forward to. Where can they actually trade? Where can they actually be earning it? So on the other hand, those who trade will be earning. Those who purchase can reduce their carbon emission. So it's a holistic effort.
The collaboration will also focus on the creation of a directory of carbon industry service providers. This will serve as a valuable resource for individuals and organizations in the VCM industry by listing project developers, validation and verification bodies, financiers, and technical experts. Both the handbook and directory are important tools to scale up Malaysia's carbon credit supply, which is still at nascent stage. Foreign funds have returned to the domestic market after they bought 195 million ringgit worth of Malaysian equities last week, compared to net selling of 512 million ringgit a week before. According to MIDF research, foreign investors have been net selling for 5 consecutive weeks, with the net outflows amounting to 861 million ringgit. Every trading day last week was a net buying day by the foreigners, except on Friday, as it saw an outflow of 25.9 million ringgit. Year to date, foreign investors have net sold 593 million ringgit. And that's all the time we have for Bizworld. Thank you for joining us. I'm Raymond and stay tuned to TV3.